Welcome back, guys, to another episode. Today we're going to cover another little topic that I hold dear near to my heart, The Office. So if you're ready, sit back, enjoy the ride and the little topic that we have in store for you today. And look at this beautiful splendor. I'm glad I could bring you guys to such sights like this. As beautiful as this is, that is so beautiful. What do you think? All right, guys, let's get this show started. Today we're going to be talking about The Office, NBC's hit sitcom that aired, I think it's been off air for about 10 years now, or maybe 7. I'm not 100% sure. If you've never seen The Office, go check it out. It's on Netflix as of right now. It's going to be on there until 2021, until NBC's standalone streaming service Peacock takes it over. Now, that brings me to my whole episode of things is The Office ended on a good note, I feel. It didn't end like some other shows like Lost. If you've never seen Lost, go watch every season, every episode, and be very disappointed at the end, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now with The Office, I feel like I said it ended great, but now there's talks of doing a 10th season soon as NBC pulls it from Netflix and puts it on their standalone streaming service Peacock. I don't know how I feel about that, given history with them remaking shows or adding shows or even remaking movies, to try to relive that nostalgia of the first time you've watched it and that feeling you would get. It never really translates out well. Take a few movies, for instance, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, if you were a kid when I was a kid, those movies were just, they were everything. We had the cartoons, we had the toys, we had the movies. It was great. Now, when they remade them a few years ago, they were complete and total garbage, in my opinion at least. I know a lot of the reviews didn't bode well for it. And kind of like the Ghostbusters, the reviews didn't bode well, and it didn't have anything to do with having an all-female cast. That's not an issue. It's just it wasn't done well. So what do you think would happen if they decided to do a 10th season of The Office? Would it translate out well now, being, given the time of day we are and, where we are with, politics and all kinds of crazy things? I know that Steve Carell said himself that, he doesn't think that it would translate out well. It just wouldn't fly in this, day and age. And he was kind of up in the air about not really wanting to continue. So if he's out of the show, who else would be out of the show if they did a 10th season? That's my question, is like, why do they need to keep remaking shows when there's no reason to? Like, The Office will always be near to my heart. It's one of those shows that I can go back and watch and still feel the same feelings I felt the first time I watched it. From the first time Jim kisses Pam and the heartbreak when she says, well, it was a mistake, or she was drunk, or declare bankruptcy! Episode where Michael Scott overcomes bankruptcy. Every episode I still feels like the first time watching it, and I think it will always feel that way because it just has that emotional pull to it that you can relate to in a show. Like Michael Scott, he's not the savior we asked for, but he's a savior we need right now. Him being the doofiest boss in the world, but still the most kind-hearted and loving boss that anyone who's ever worked in the work field would beg to have a boss just like him. Ooh. Or Creed and his crazy antics. He was one of my favorite characters. To Stanley, always falling asleep with his word puzzles. Oh, it's pretzel day. The only time you'll ever see him move that fast.
Well, I like pretzel day.
So I don't think that they should mess with that. I don't think they should bring it back. I don't think they should do a 10th season. I know some of you might disagree, but really think about, would it be done well, and would they be able to pick up where they left off? And I don't think they can. Like I said, it's been 7 or 10 years. I'm not 100% sure I'll actually put it right here in the screen. But tell me how you feel about them remaking The Office, or not even remaking, because there was rumors of a reboot, and NBC said that they weren't sure they would do it, but that's definitely not a no.
No! God, please, no! No!
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we're not sure if we would or not doesn't translate out to being like, no, we're definitely not going to make one. And that alone scares me a little bit. It's like, you don't need to remake something that was great. And I understand if you're a new streaming service and you're putting the show on and you want to get, more people to watch it, because that's what Netflix exactly did. They put it on Netflix and more people watched it on Netflix than they did when it originally aired. And I was one of those. I didn't have TV when it originally aired. I didn't have cable or what have you, and even if I did, I didn't have time to actually watch TV. I was working 2.5 jobs to 3 jobs, going to school, trying to get a degree and make a name for myself and raise a family. So I didn't watch it originally until it was on Netflix, and then oh my goodness, I binge watched it so much. And I can still go back and binge watch it from the very first season, from that opening scene all the way to the very last heartbreaking season. So how do you, like I said, let me know how you feel about them, adding a 10th season or even possibly rebooting it. Like I said, I know how I feel about it, and this whole rebooting and remaking and rebrandishing a show, just, I don't know, I don't care for it. Like, there's a new show, and I don't know if they've actually started production, and I don't know where they are with it, but Robocop. If you grew up around the same time as me, once again, or if you even watched it, Robocop was one hell of a movie. It was very like raw and graphic, and it was, for its time, an amazing story. And then they remade it in 2014 possibly? I think it was 2014, and it just flopped so bad. Trying to get that nostalgia feeling for the fans, and as I get older, yes, I want to buy back my childhood, because I've been led to believe that was the best time of my life. It's just like when you're in high school, your parents tell you all the time, like, this is the best time of your life, it's going to be the best time of your life, take good care of it, like, enjoy it when you can. And I'm not going to say high school wasn't fun, but looking back now, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think it was the best time of my life, because I didn't have any responsibilities. I didn't have a mortgage to pay. I didn't have mouths to feed. So yes, and same with the shows and the movies that I grew up with. I want to keep that feeling that they were great when they were great. I don't want to have them remade. Like Point Break was remade, and oh my goodness, why would you take such a great movie and remake it to that garbage they remade it? And if you enjoyed it, okay, I'm sorry. But if you've never watched the original Point Break, watch that, then watch the remake, and you'll understand what I mean. So yeah, let me know what you think about all these remakes and stuff. Like I said, The Office will always be dear near to my heart. Michael Scott, our savior. Let's vote for him 2020. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there's a lot more I can say with this and stuff, but I don't want to keep your time too much. I'd love to see your comments about what you actually think when it comes to revamping shows that don't need to be revamped. Let me know in the comments if you like the video. Hit that thumbs up. If you really like the video and you love my voice and you want more, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, and you will get all videos as soon as they drop. You'll get a little notification in your inbox there. Totally worth it. What do you think? Because on my channel, anything could happen. Any topic, anything. Nothing's off limits. You might get a video one day of ranting, one day of space, and one day of, well, The Office. But anyway, guys, until next time, keep both wheels on the road and stay safe.